Today we're talking about how to perform a SWOT analysis. But before we walk through how to perform one, I want to talk about what one is and why it's so important, because I really do believe they're so powerful and underutilized. So first of all, a SWOT analysis is a technique, and it's used for strategic planning and analysis. So it helps to identify the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, hence the SWOT. It's related to business competition and project planning, and it helps to specify the objectives of a business venture or project and to identify the internal and external factors that are favorable or unfavorable to achieve these objectives. So let's talk about why this is so powerful to use. Well, first of all, they can be used to explore new solutions to problems, to identify barriers that could limit the goals and objectives, help to decide on a direction that will be most effective. It also helps to reveal possibilities and limitations for change, to revise plans to best navigate systems, communication, or even organizations, and act as a brainstorming device. So sometimes you will see the SWOT identified in a matrix, a 2x2 matrix. So if the SWOTs, again, strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats, we look at what's helpful, what's harmful. We also look at the internal, which is representative of the organization, external, which is your environment. So let's walk through an example. So one of my clients is a digital marketing agency, and they were looking at competition, where best to utilize their services, and address some of the things that were creating barriers to their growth or to be able to scale. So some of their strengths were they had a reputation in the marketplace, and they had expertise, high level of expertise in the agency. But the weaknesses were a shortage of experienced consultants available that they could hire when they went to scale. Another weakness was they're unable to handle too many different projects at a time because of the shortage of resources that had the expertise. Some of the opportunities that were available to them is that they were well established, they had a well-established position with a well-defined niche, so people came to them and that brought a lot of opportunities for growth for them. It also identified a market for projects using traditional marketing. So when they went to look at other opportunities for growth, because the digital marketing had some limitations, they went back and added the traditional marketing, which there are more resources out there with the expertise. So if they scaled and grew that, those were available. Some of the threats were there are a lot of larger agencies out there who use less experienced consultants. So they didn't go for the high expertise. They went for the ones maybe new into it that they were training and teaching. So, and then another threat was there are more smaller agencies popping up all the time that were seeking to enter that market. So as you can see, by identifying the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, it not only gives you means to plan and brainstorm growth, but it helps you in your next steps to really build out the strategies to avoid the limitations or avoid the threats and really leverage those opportunities. So you can see the power of a SWOT analysis. And if you need additional resources on a SWOT analysis, then sign up for our software now at projectmanager.com.